Chapter 4, Mishnah 8. The final two Mishnahs of this chapter discuss what is included when a field is sold. The Mishnah begins by listing several items that are not part of the field itself but are included in the sale. If someone sells a field, he has sold the stones that are reserved for its needs. This refers to loose stones in the field that have been set aside to be used to build a fence around the field. Although these stones are not attached to the ground and are therefore not part of the field itself, since they were designated to be used in the field, and they will not be removed from there, they are considered part of the field. If there is a vineyard in the field, the vineyard is included in the sale of the field, and he has also sold the reeds in the vineyard that are reserved for its needs. Grapevines would be tied to peeled reeds that were set into the ground to hold the vines up. These reeds are meant to be left in place, holding the vines up permanently, so they are included in the sale. And he has also sold the produce of the field that is still attached to the ground at the time of the sale. Although such produce certainly will be removed from the field, as long as it is still attached to the ground, it does not yet have an identity of its own, and it is therefore included in the sale. The Mishnah now lists several things that are somewhat separate from the field, but are nevertheless sold along with it because they are not important enough to have their own identity. A thicket of reeds that grows within the field is also sold along with it, as long as the area of the thicket is less than a base rova in size. Such a small thicket is not important enough to be viewed as a separate property, and is sold as part of the field. A watchman's hut whose walls are not plastered with clay is also included in the sale, even if it is attached to the ground, because such a hut is not an important structure. A young carob tree that has not yet been grafted, and a young sycamore tree are also included in the sale if they are growing within the field, for young trees of these types are not yet important enough to be considered separate properties.